Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the Denver Broncos.
Let's go, fellas. Set, ready. Take the Pittsburgh. Doggone. Right, 54. It's a party now. Check three.
And his first pass is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the number one thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch the ball.
Jackson to throw again. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Pass complete, but no gain.
No yards.
Yeah.
So you file that as unsuccessful.
Yeah, you do, don't you? Except on the stats, throwing the ball,
Get a completion.
you get a catch,
Yeah.
but still,
No
yardage.
yards.
Okay.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Check 50.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now it's the punter Weil on as he sends this one away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. Let's go. 19-yard line.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. The 6th season in Denver now for Emmanuel Sanders after those 4 years in Pittsburgh. And you may recall Sanders tore his Achilles December 5th last year in practice. But before the injury, he was on his way to another 1,000-yard season. Would have been his 4th in his first 5 years in a Bronco uniform. Now at 32 years of age as he tries to return to full speed. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Phillip Lindsay. And yet again, he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Great job by this Vikings defense.
Ready. 15-1. 15-1. Squeeze, double up. Hey, Haywood. 58, come on. Here we go.
3rd and 2, Lock's going to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lindsay. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Danielle Hunter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. And a play like that, with how far he had to go to make that sack, shows how athletic defensive ends have become in the NFL.
And not just athletic, this is coached in a big way. Run to the football at all times. How about him never giving up on it and pursuing all the way across the field?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Lock. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And he finds Hamilton. That's complete. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 37.
A gain of 29 yards. And the Broncos 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 9th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. From the 30 on 2nd down, Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 43.
Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. From the gun, Jackson going up top. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, after the success they had on the second play of the drive, I think they were trying to recreate it with that pass, weren't they?
Yeah, they were trying to go a little tic-tac-toe, 3 plays and in the end zone.
I like that. Can I just put the X in the middle to block as the defense just did there?
Sure. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Check your hot read. Showing it.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Lee. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
3 bud. Check 3. Cover. Zip it. Ball try. 34's the mic.
To throw again is Jackson. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hawkinson. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
At the 17-yard line.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. And Jackson throwing once more. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock Valvin away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. T.J. Hawkinson with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for them there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and he's got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Lock going to throw. Throw left side. It's reeled in by Hamilton. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Hey, Charlie! Watch the screen! Ready?
Block now to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lock. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. That he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 16 yards, a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive.
You got time. 61. Match box. Right. 5.
A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with it?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Out. 66, bullet, half.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bradley Chubb make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
On the ready. 4, 19, 4. Scoot. All you get on the head. Delta. Shut up.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10
Let's go.
at their own 16-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's got some space here. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, 77 yards. And the Broncos able to show off their quick strike ability. Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Rashad Penny. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ready. Check in. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Now Jackson to throw on 3rd down. And an alley to run. And avoids the contact by sliding. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Let him know. Check. Crunch.
Now Jackson. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
For the Viking field goal, a 57-yard attempt.
That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Ready up? Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Now watch one. Yeah.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. A very good move, but for a short gain out near the 32. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Strip that ball.
From the 31, Locke. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brennan, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Set. 15, run. 15, run. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning. Ready?
Lock now on first down. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Ready, set. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Yep. That's twist right.
Again, it's Locke. And caught by Sanders. Touchdown, Broncos. Emmanuel Sanders, his 6th touchdown of the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. McManus's point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready? Right. Hayward. Check in. On the ball. Hey, check back 34.
Jackson on first down. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson, he's got the connection over the middle to Diggs.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
One set. 34. Scoot. Yo. Pass. 34's the mic.
To throw on 3rd down. Jackson looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. McManus now for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Here we go.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's the second-year man from San Diego State, Rashad Penny. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now it's Jackson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
I'm going back to you.
Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
Watch 54. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
After the interception, here's Jackson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. But what a quick turnaround there. They get the football. Next play, boom, touchdown.
I've been in this situation before where a turnover occurs, and if you're over on the bench with your defensive mate and you talk about what to do on your next series, and all of a sudden you hear sudden change, you've got to get out on the field and defend right away. Not everyone is mentally prepared to go.
Is that what is yelled on the sidelines a lot of times?
That, among other things.
Maybe some words we can't share here.
Yeah, we'll just keep this one PG.
FCC violation.
No doubt.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
On second down now, it's Lindsey. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsey so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsey. Locke's throw caught by Sutton. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now Locke. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Philip Lindsey, the intended target, and it'll bring up third down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Throwing his Locke on third down. Forced out to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. He won't get in, but they are going to have the football in a great spot. First and goal at the 3-yard line. They come out here in the eye. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. One more time with Lindsey. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy. Switch. Ready.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsey, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson, it's complete to Diggs. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. To throw is Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Single receiver.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
there he goes left side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsey, 91 yards. And the Broncos push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, They'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team,
and he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To try again after the sack. Jackson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Von Miller in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Matt Weil now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Taking it about the 36. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I remember sitting in special teams meetings, and at some point during the meeting, the coach would always say, you better treat this one just like you're playing offense or defense. It's a big part of the game, and we just saw evidence of why right there with that fumble.
Yeah, fumble on the punt, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Derek Wolfe able to record his 5th sack of the season. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing is Jackson. And he's going to go down again. Derek Wolfe in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. And they'll indeed take a knee.
Great. Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass.
And they take a knee.